Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell by the title, it is now September officially, and I want to talk about what's going on in the sewing room. And I have to laugh at myself, and I'm going to share something with you guys that okay, it pays to go back through your pattern stash. It really pays to go back through your pattern stash. So I wanted to share a little bit about what is going to be happening in the sewing room throughout the month of September. So if you missed my video, I am so pleased with the outcome. If you missed it, I showed how I did a arm side adjustment and a sway back adjustment on the Ashton top. I will link it up here in the iCards. Go check it out. I know I've had many comments where people talked about they would love to see how I do some adjustments on patterns because they have similar measurements to me, and so I did that. Go back and watch that video if you missed it. But I am going to switch a couple things around for the month of September. So I've shared before about the fabric I've gotten in and patterns I have gotten I have cut out, if I can get my words together. And so I will be working on those. It was a couple dresses, the Pietra pants, and then the Paris pants. I showed you all the muslin fabric that I want to do a wearable muslin and do the shorts in the Paris pants, do the shorts version before I do the pants version, just to get that fit together. I have to say, as odd as it may sound, while I don't enjoy doing adjustments, I'm just going to say that and all of that. However, I absolutely love the outcome. So it's part of the process. And so, yeah, I'm kind of feeling all of that right now. Anyway, I have to get back to my shirt dressmaking too, because I made a shirt dress, I guess, in July, but I want to, I didn't do one specifically for August, but I do want to try to do one for September, but I haven't decided on the pattern just yet. So we shall see. Although I am thinking about this one pattern. Although I'm thinking this is the pattern, but see, it doesn't have the collar stand at all on it, but I just love this. So we shall see. But this is the dress I think I am going to work on first, because I have the fabric for it. I showed you, actually the fabric looks just like this. And so I'm thinking this one, McCall's, which is 8215, is what's coming up. So yeah, I have the fabric, already shared that with you. I'm thinking that's going to be first, and it's going to be this length, but the color of the fabric is this. So that is what I'm thinking, but you would not believe what I found. So remember, I am looking for this twist front top that I want to make, and I actually made, let me see, I just had the pattern in front of me. I just made out of the fabric here. This is McCall's 7975. I made this top in this same fabric and I'll link to it in the iCards. I didn't think I was going to have enough fabric for it, but I did. And so I made it. But remember, I wanted the twist in the middle is what I wanted. That's always what I wanted and what I envisioned. And a couple subscribers sent me one. One was on Etsy. It was a woven one, but I think I missed that one because a couple people had it in their cart. So I didn't see that one, no longer available. But this is for knit, and I wanted knit. And so I had this one, so I made this right away. But guess what I found? I was going through my patterns because I was looking for something else I'm going to share with you that I'm going to be working on. And how about from the sewing retreat this year in 2025, the lovely Winifred, she attended this year. She's attending next year. She planned out the whole swap. There was a pattern and fabric swap. So I didn't organize that part of it. I just left it. If anybody was interested in doing it, they could. So Winifred ran with it, and there was a lot of fabrics and patterns swapped. And I picked up a pattern. How about this pattern? Because I was looking for something else, I was in my bucket and came across this. Look at that. Look at that. It is the twist in the exact spot that I need. Granted, yes, these are all dresses. Well, not all of them. Tunics. These are tunics, and then it has the pants that come with it. But you have a couple versions that are dresses. With this one is so cute with the tie, and obviously this is an out of print pattern. This is Butterick B196, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have a pattern. I have a pattern. I have a pattern. And so you all know this is moving up in the queue because I want to make it, and I want to make it in another animal print, but a different color animal print. I think would be so nice. And so I cannot believe I had it, but I think, I don't know, I might do the dress, or I might just do this version here and just shorten it into a top. I don't know, but I cannot believe that I actually had this. And just so you can see the line drawing even more, it has so many variations. It's called a lifestyle wardrobe pattern. I can see why, because it comes with the shorts, it comes with the culottes style. Yeah, so super cute. How about I had it? How about I had the pattern and forgot all about this? And so, but that's exactly what I wanted, this twist in the middle. And so I am going to, yeah, like I said, for the tops, they're a little longer, more tunic length, so a little bit too long for me. So I will figure out where I need to shorten them, but expect to see this. Probably, I can see it in the dress. I can see it in the, maybe I'll do the dress. I don't know which version I'll do first, but the fact that I had this, oh my gosh, I cannot believe. But anyway, so I have what I need for that. Then the other thing that I'm working on is I have a scrap bucket. So two things. I've shared this before, but I'll share it again. I'll show you actually in my sewing room. I have a couple of, so when I'm sewing, you know how when you're sewing, you have scraps left over. Maybe the scraps aren't big enough for anything in particular, not even binding or something, or maybe you don't want to use it for that or something like that, but they're, you know, scraps. And so what I do is I have two laundry collapsible laundry bins. This is what they look like. Here's one here, and then I have one over there. And so, because I don't believe in throwing any fabrics in like the garbage, that garbage people, you know, the garbage. Oh, it makes my skin crawl knowing that people do that. But anyway, so I just keep them in there. And then for different projects, mostly I was saving that for when we do our patio outside, and I have to do, you know, the pillows and cushions and stuff. I want to use that for stuffing. I know it's probably not enough for all of the pillows I want to do and decor out there, but it's a good start. And so one of the other things for stuffing, so that stuff is pretty much for stuffing, is when I was sick, well, I wasn't sick. I had went to the dentist. Well, it was over a week ago. No, about a week ago. I went to the dentist and I was in so much pain, you know, with the cleaning, and this was a new hygienist. And so she was, whoo. Anyway, so I end up sitting in the bed, and, you know, I have my tablet with me, but when I was sitting in the bed, I was like, I had all the pillows like behind me, our bed pillows behind me. And then when I was elevating my legs, I was like, okay, I don't have another pillow to put up underneath my knees to prop up my legs so I can just have my tablet there, you know. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? And I've been talking about doing this forever. I said, I'm going to make a bolster. Is it called bolster? Bolster pillow? Anyway, this is a McCall's home decorating pattern. I want to do this. I want to have one of these, and I'm thinking my husband is going to want one as well, because he tends to do the same thing sometimes. And instead of like bunching all of our bed pillows behind us, why not just make something that we can just have and to throw on the bed and move our regular pillows out of the way, our sleeping pillows, and have something like this, and then have this to elevate, you know, my knees. So if I want to just prop up my laptop or something on my legs, I can. And I would like something like this. And so that is the scraps I want to use to make these. And I'm going to show you the full size scrap, because I have a whole nother bucket with that. Then, not only that, when I was talking to my good friend Myra, her and I had the same thought, but I was talking to her because you know, when you're cooking in the kitchen, for several years now, I've said I need an apron, because what I tend to do, if I'm not thinking and I just go right into the kitchen, I'm making something, I tend to get my clothes dirty, and or you know, food splashing on you, on my clothes, on my regular clothes, and I'm like, okay, this is not good. So sometimes what I do is go in the laundry bin and then put something over me, you know, this type of thing. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Why not just make an apron? I've had this apron pattern, you guys. It's called Sewing Patterns for Dummies. I've had this apron pattern for years and never made it up. Always said I would, but it's gotten to a point where I said, you know what? I need like 3 aprons, something interchangeable, some aprons. And so I am going to use my scraps to make a couple aprons. I probably will make the husband one as well, but I definitely want, I'll probably make both of us 2 or 3, probably his sports related. Mine will probably be sports related too. Get some Green Bay Packers stuff for both of us. You know, we both into the NFL, but anyway, so, but he grills and stuff and he cooks. We about 50-50 who cooks in the house, but yeah, I think both of us could use 2 or 3 of those aprons. I'm like, scraps. I need to use up my scraps. So I have this whole scrap bin underneath my, this is my cutting table you always see me at. This is not a scrap bin, well, sort of, kind of, but this has more of my denim stuff, denim thrift items. Some of those things are in there, but in here is a bin right here that has more wider yardage. Maybe it's not a full yard, maybe it's a half a yard, some could be a full yard in here, but that is what is in this bucket. And so let me just pan you down so you can see what I'm looking at. So here is this bin, and I have, well, yeah, I guess there are some fabrics that's a little bit more than a yard. This is more than a yard. No, it's not. It's not. But anyway, so I have a mix of both woven as well as knit. So I will pull out the knit because the patterns I showed you are both woven. So what I plan to do, I'm not worried about the bolster or that back pillow or even the aprons being matchy, 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 matchy. I mean, I'm not interested in all that. I want to use up my scraps. And so I am going to go through, I have a lot of different scraps in here. But yeah, I'm going to go through and try to match up as many of these that I can, you know, in color scheme. but I'm not overly concerned about anything being matchy, especially for aprons. They're meant to get dirty. They don't have to be fashionable. I just need aprons. That's all I need is aprons. So yeah, that is what I am planning to do. I pulled out my bucket. I do have a lot of Ankaras, like little pieces of Ankara in here. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything to be overly matchy for stuff like the bolster pillow, or for the apron. For outside, obviously that will have a color scheme for our patio stuff, and that's why I'll be using the other scraps for stuffing. But for like the apron and bolster pillow, it does not have to be all matchy. I'm not concerned about that. I just want to start figuring out ways to use the scraps that's a little bit larger in here, for other things around the house. Plus, I'm thinking for some of these scraps, I was like, I wonder how much I can put a dent in this. And so I was also thinking about doing just some little gift items for the holidays. I know that is like huge around, you know, the holidays. You start sewing up gifts and stuff for people, but I'm thinking, because I will be in 2 different women life groups at church, that would be nice to have little gifts to give to them at the end. And so perhaps I'll do that, like some little pouches, and then some different tote bag, like tote bags for like going to farmers markets, little things you pick up from the grocery store that I can make and send to my family as well. And so, and they would get a kick out of that, just to have something handmade for me that they can use running to the store or whatever, or you know, for little items that they pick up while they're out. So yeah, that's what I am going to do. Is throughout the month I am going to I'm gonna look at the pattern, of course, and see, you know, how much fabric everything needs. The apron's probably not much. I'm sure the pillow's not much. And start sewing some things together, and perhaps, hopefully in August, not August, it's September now. In October, you'll see what I have made, because I'm just gonna take my time for different things. This is actually a big piece of Ankara. Wait a minute, I don't know now. This is a little too big. This was from the jumpsuit that I made last year from Mondi's thread. Wait a minute, that's too big. That's a lot of, why did I put this in here? I wonder, why did I put this in here? This, I see why it's in here, because it's really but this looks like, you know, I might be able to do something with that. I'll have to see. I will have to see. We shall see. Or it could be a cute little tote bag for somebody. Maybe I can get a couple little tote bags for gifts, or pouches and stuff for family. I might do that, because this is really pretty. And it's really not enough for a top. That's probably why I put it in here, because it's not really enough for a top. But anyway, so that's what I mean. I will have to go through here and pick out some things. Like here's some, you know, something like this. It's not matchy. Again, I'm not trying to be matchy with aprons and, you know, and all of that. Although if I do any sport ones, Green Bay Packer, obviously that's going to have to be in Green Bay Packer colors. I have no green in here. So that's okay. I do have some darker colors, like some black and brown type thing. Maybe I can mix and match together. So, you know, we'll see. Pocket accents, you know, the accent for the ties, a different color, that type thing. So we shall see. Anyway, that is what's going on in the sewing room. And the last thing is me working on the husband's muslin. I talked about it before. I never did start it. And so everything is cut out though for his quadra jeans. And I am still going to this here, still have not done the updates for this, so that's still around the corner. By the way, I do have 2 of these patterns left in the shop. Everybody's been buying these up, so I have 2 left. They're only $3. Can't think of what size, but it is on the website if you're interested. And so yeah, that's it. I am going to now switch gears, pack in order, and then close out the video. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we are packing a quick order for, I believe it's Layla in New Jersey. So thank you, Layla, for your order. Let's see what she purchased. She purchased the SewNaturalDane ruler. If you did not know, this is an acrylic ruler. And so it's 6 inches. It has a little hole here. So if you have a pegboard or something, you can just hang it up. If you have that option in your sewing room. And so she ordered the pink acrylic ruler. And she also ordered 3 sticker sheets. It is the Dress Form Mocha Mousse sticker sheet here, as you can tell. I know it's a little bit of a glare. This one is the Sew Create Repeat sticker sheet also. And she also got the Sewing Is My Superpower sticker sheet. So I'm actually going to use the rigid mailers I had purchased. You all remember, for orders like this, I was putting things in the box for little orders like this, and so I end up getting the rigid mailers, and so this will prevent the stickers from getting all messed up, which is really nice. And then for the ruler, because it's just flat, I'm not going to put it in there by itself. So I have this here paper, and so I'm just going to wrap the ruler in that to protect it. And then of course we know that there is freebies that come with the order. Let me make sure all of this is marked off. So of course she has a freebie coming, freebie sticker. This is the 3-inch sticker. So let's see, we are down to So Lovely Together is her free sticker. I'm thinking about not selling the 3-inch stickers and just all the other ones that I do have, just make those freebies as well. I don't know, we shall see. But anyway, and of course she is getting her goodies. I'm actually going to slide them inside of this here so it can fit in the mailer. And that's it. That is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you are tuned in for Sunday's video, because that is the Sewing Buzz, and I have a couple things to share there. And then next week I will be sharing what I wore throughout the month of August. I was sure to record anytime that I, got dressed and everything for the day, if I was going somewhere, whatever the case may be. And so yeah, we're going to talk about it. That's coming up next week, Wednesday. So thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.